Good morning everyone, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercrafts 67. And today I just want to do a little bit more mass making. I'm putting together some assorted ephemera bundles for the Etsy store, and I want to include some of these little note cards. They're a really simple, easy process, and you can mass make them because you can do 2 cards per 1 page. And yeah, they're just basically a little fold-out journal spot, and then they have this little hidden pocket. Here is one that I've completed with sewing, and then yeah, there's your little pocket, and then you can just pop some labels or journal cards or photographs or something like that inside there. Like I said, very, very easy and simple to make. And so I've got, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. I need another so many. So yeah, so I thought we'll get in and get those done, and yeah, see how we go. So I've just picked some random scraps of paper that I have here, and I'm using, these have been done on a little bit thicker, like a watercolor paper, but these ones I'm using a couple of these beautiful sheets of coffee stained lace paper from Sue at Paper Inspirations. So I think that would be very pretty. Okay, so very, very simple process. I have a stamp here that is like a postcard style stamp. It says mail card, but it will work nicely, and you can fit two to a page really nicely with that size stamp. So I'm just going to basically go ahead and work these out. They're simple, they're quick, they don't take too long. So yeah, here we go. So I'm going to use my book to do some stamping on, like that. And I'm just going to use some Ranger Sepia. I like the colour of that. I'll just ink up this stamp. I really want to do it well because sometimes the impression is a little faint with this stamp, so fingers crossed we get some nice stamps. So I'm just going to take it to the top area, excuse if my head is in the way, and I'm just going to stamp that down, give it a really good press. Well, it's faint, but it's still there by the time we jazz it up a bit with some stamps and real stamps and other bits and pieces. Put a bit more ink on this time. And then again, just closer to that other edge. Rub, rub, rub. Oh, that's a better one. So that's 2, and then we'll do another 2 on here. And how is everybody today? It's a bit of a rainy day here where I live in Brisbane today. Oh, that's a really good one. But yeah, it's keeping it cool, so that's nice. I don't have the fans going yet, so that's good. And it is nice actually to have a bit of rain. And then we'll just stamp this one. Give that one a good press down. Oh, beautiful. All right, so I'll pop that one away. Now really all I want to do is cut these in half. So I'm just going to bring in my cutter, and I'm just going to sort of come in closer to the image. There'll be a little bit of like that, and I just want to bring this one down just a bit. That. So I'll do that to the second lot, and there's just that little strip of paper left over, which can come in handy for collage. 3. Okay, so that's those. And I will have to bring that back in. All right, so now all we're going to do is fold them. So I'm just going to fold the image, where the image ends, I'm just going to give it, 1/8 of an inch and line up my sides and just give it a press down like that and then fold it back onto itself. Keeping it level like that. And then fold it back up like this. Okay, well that's a bit uneven, isn't it? And then this piece here, I'm going to fold that up. Now let me have a think, because this is different to the last ones. So I'm going to fold that up. And no, that's right. Fold that up and fold it back in on itself like that. Oh, we got there in the end. So your little mail card is like a little journal spot where you flip it up, and then here you've got a little pocket. They're really cute. All right, so that's one. I'm just going to grab my bone folder. This should have been leveled up a bit better, so I'll try a bit harder on the next one. Give that a good burnish. Fold it back in on itself. Like that. And then fold that back in on itself like that. And then swing this back around to the front. Fold it up like that. And then fold this down to give it a nice little edge on that pocket. Think about that. Okay, so it folds out, and then there's your little pocket. So it's 2. Fold it like that. So it's repetitious, but it comes together fairly quickly, like that. So it's really just doing a concertina fold all the way along, and bring the pocket back up on that fold line, like that, and then just turn that down to make a little lip, like that. And then the last one, like that. And then this one is a little smaller, so we're going to, how do we do it? Fold it back this way and just turn that down to give it a bit of a lip, like about there. Oh, that's crooked. About like so. And that's crooked too. Oh dear. All right, so now we've got 4 little note cards like that. Now I'm just going to grab some of this offcut, and I'm just basically, I want to line that little flap with some patterned paper. So I'm just going to put some marks where I want to trim. So that's 1. And we'll just do some of this wallpaper here. I want to go there and about there. That's 2. And then this one here, I'm going to use this wallpaper. So we want to go about here and about here. And then this one here. Like might use this side. And I want to go about there and about there. Alright, so I just bring the trimmer back in and cut those lines if I can find them. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's dark here today. And there. So that's number 1. And number 2, and number 3, number 3, and number 4. A bit long. Oh no. Okay, so now I am going to put these pieces of pattern paper down on their pockets like so. So I'm just going to use a bit of wet glue and I'll ink them all up once they're down on the paper. Once all this is dry, I will sew around these, so yeah, I don't have to do a lot of glue, but that's optional. You don't have to sew it all if you don't want to. So that's number 1. And I'll pop you on there. That one's a little crooked, so I'll straighten that bottom edge up once that's dry. And then some of this one. Like that. And then this last one. Like that. Oh, it's upside down. Just like that. Alright, so now, there's my glue lid. So now I'm going to, while they dry off, I'm going to come back to our front pages. A mail card section. Now, that one is a little faint, but I can come back in with some watercolor paper, watercolor pencil, and just write the word mail card in onto that one and that one. But what I want to do is I've got, when I was a little girl, when I was 11, I was given my stamp album, and my dad used to work in a business where he could collect the stamps that came in from the mail. So yeah, we used to sit together, Dad and I, and soak all the stamps off. So I've got a lot of 5-cent stamps and 3-cent stamps and things like that. With the Queen, that's a 5-cent one. There's a 2-cent one. So I just want 4 just to put on there. And they're the real deal. They're dinky dice. Oh, there's a 1-cent stamp. Can you imagine? Oh, he's stuck in there. Can you imagine postage being 1 cent? And there's another 5-cent. How lovely. If I can get him out. Alright, so we'll use those, and I'm just going to pop them onto the fronts. And I'm just going to use a bit of glue stick for that. Oh, threw my glue stick on the floor. Alright, so we'll bring this one in. Put a bit of glue stick down. And I'm just going to put it straight where that place stamp here little section is. Give that one a burnish. The same here with this one. That's two. And the colours are so pretty on these old stamps. Yeah, really nice. And that one's there. And then the last one is this greeny, olivey green colour. And I'll put that there. Okay. Put that away, put the glue stick away. Now I just want to do a little bit of like postmark stamping as such. So I am going to just grab out, this is a Papercrafts stamp set. Oh, it's old and I've cut it up, but it's just a series of postmarks. So I might use that. And I've got the received round stamp in the Tim Holtz field notes, I think it is. Yeah, field notes, so I might use that, and then some numbers and so forth. So stamping block, I'm just going to start off with this one here. Then I'm just going to stamp just a section, like so, and just carefully put that over there somehow, randomly, like that. And I'll do this bottom bit. Go like that, just to give it a bit of marking. Like that. And then the same with this one. And we might just go over here a little bit. Like that. Alright, oh, they look cool. Pop that one away. Okay, and then I just want to do this one here. I'm going to do that in the red. I just love this red and I use it all the time, so I think it looks nice when you're doing postage related things. So one stamp and then that one there and then this one here and then this one here. And then I've just got, I like this one that says corresponding order. So I'm just going to use that and stamp with the red again. A couple of them over on this side with that corresponding order, which I really like. I'll do the blue one the same. Corresponding order. And, what else? Let's just do a nice big number on this one here, like that. And, oh wow, I'm going to try real hard just to ink up this collect. I think that's really nice, and I'm just going to put that on this one here. Do that like that. Cool, cool. All right, so now what? Now I think we might come back to the pockets, and I just want to do something, just something simple, a little label or something on those pockets. So here's my labels, and I'm just going to pick some random things out. Alright, I'm just going to do like dates. These are chapter 1 papers labels, and I do use them a lot. So that could go on there. And blue on the blue. And then we could do, oh, that one might be a bit wide, but I like that. So I'll go this one here. Go there. And then we've still got this one here, which is another blue one. Oh, that could be nice too. Blue on blue. And one more. I'm sorry, I get really quiet when I have to cut. It's almost like I hold my breath. Alright, we'll pop those to the side, get rid of some rubbish. I'll have a sip of coffee. And now I'm just going to ink up these labels and then we'll pop them on. One. Two. And one more. These are just nice to just pop in a pocket, or you could even make a little envelope to go with them and pop them in an envelope. They look really cool inside of one of those window envelopes where that little section's peeking out kind of thing. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down. I'm just going to put that there like that. So that's one. Put you down there. 2, 3. And then this one. That one there. And then again, you could come in and do another stamp or something else in there for a bit of interest. But what I will do is once all this is dry, then I'm going to come back in like I've done with this one. And I'll sew the pocket closed and then continue that stitch all the way around. Just that way, because they're paper, it will give it a semi-sturdy edge, and it just adds that bit of interest and texture. So there you go, simple and easy as that. Aren't they cool? I love them. And once they, once they sit nice and flat, they just look really pretty inside of little pockets. Yeah, pockets in journals or Happy Mail or yeah, bundles, as these are all going to be part of bundles that will be in the Etsy store soon. So, and then of course, yeah, your ink I have with this one and this one. I've just inked around the entire card, and I've inked in all the creases just to give it that definition, just to, yeah, and give it a little bit more of that grungy feel. So there you go. Easy peasy little note cards with hidden pockets. Aren't they cute? And you could keep going with, this on the front. You could put some labels, and as I've done with this one, I've just put a little label in the front there, and it's just got its label there. And then when you add the sewing, if you choose to sew, if you like to sew, then it just brings it all together. So there you go, just another little idea. And I'm really into this mass making at the moment. It is making my life a lot easier. And so because they're quick and easy, and you get 4 done with 2 pieces of paper, and you wouldn't have to use coffee stain paper. They would look just as pretty with a double-sided scrapbooking paper. That could look lovely too. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope someone finds this helpful. Yeah, enjoy your, what is today? Wednesday. Enjoy your Wednesday. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.